How long has it been since our last meeting, Senor Prince? A year?
Near 18 months. You first described this Robert fellow to me in November of 7.
Ah, I see. Much has changed in that short time, you know. None called me governor, for instance, where I quit that post last year.
Ah, I was not aware.
So many churches in Kingston. Have the English at last taken to converting their slaves to the Christian faith?
Ha! Convert them? Oh, no, sorry. There's none here so foolish as them.
Foolish? How do you mean?
Is it not a sin to enslave a fellow Christian? Therefore, to transmute a slave soul from animal to man would be tantamount to inviting one's cattle to the dinner table.
Forgive my impatience, but how far is it?
We're nearly there.
You've no purpose here, lad.
I find your bearing appalling. I believe all thinking, feeling men deserve respect and opportunity.
Ah, you Spaniards. Your long ties to the Moors have diluted your blood. Ah, you Spaniards. Your long ties to the Moors have diluted your blood and softened your hearts.
This is not to say I believe in the natural equality of all races or sexes. Surely men with talent and intelligence should live. But there is no true profit to be gained by the practice of slavery. In the short term, it makes us money, see. But in the long term, it will render us the victims of our own people.
Ah, but you and I, sir, old as we are, will not live to see that unfortunate day. So why bother?
Let's see it! Back!
For virtue, nothing else.
Virtue? Oh, sorry. I'm not going to waste my day chatting about slaves. Let us conclude this transaction, then celebrate as friends.
And the clear shot! Got him in my side! What a joke! Valiant attempt!
Florida for a time.
I'm one of a number of civil servants in my family, a long line of politicians.
Politics myself. Only I feel I have too much money and not enough years.
What wizard says to be found between them? Now, no need to get your drunken arses into trouble.
Speaking of stories, I've heard it said you were with Henry Morgan the day he sacked Panama. 1671, was it?
Oh, it's all true, yes. But let us not overesteem the honors forged and won on the battlefield. That skirmish was a deadly one. Other stories about you, Trusa. You were a governor in Florida for a time.
See. I am one of a number of civil servants in my family, a long line of politicians.
I have always toyed with the idea of entering politics myself.
Ha! You won't take us that way!
Other stories about you, Trusa. You were a governor in Florida for a time.
See. I am one of a number of civil servants in my family, a long line of politicians.
I have always toyed with the idea of entering politics myself. Only I feel I have too much money and not enough years.
Speaking of stories, Prince, I've heard it said you were with Henry Morgan the day he sacked Panama. 1671, was it?
Oh, it's all true, yes. But let us not overesteem the honors forged and won on the battlefield. That skirmish was a deadly one, and a tremendous waste of coin and resources. Other stories about you, Trusa. You were a governor in Florida for a time.
See. I am one of a number of civil servants in my family, a long line of politicians.
I have always toyed with the idea of entering politics myself. Only I feel I have too much money and not enough years.
Speaking of stories, Prince, I've heard it said you were with Henry Morgan the day he sacked Panama. 1671, was it?
Oh, it's all true, yes. But let us not overesteem the honors won on the battlefield. Coin and resources. It wasn't until many years after that I sheathed my sword in favor of a far safer and yet more profitable venture. Capital and resources. That's where money is made. And sir, let me tell you, honor both is more enjoyable than honor one, if a touch less permanent. Other stories about you, true, sir?
See. I am one of a number of civil servants in my family, a long line of politicians.
I have always toyed with the idea of entering politics myself. Only I feel I have too much money and not enough years.
Speaking of stories, Prince, I've heard it said you were with Henry Morgan the day he sacked Panama. 1671, was it?
Oh, it's all true, yes. But let us not overesteem the honors forged and won on the battlefield. That skirmish was a deadly one, and a tremendous waste of coin and resources. It wasn't until many years after that I sheathed my sword in favor of a far safer and yet more profitable venture. Capital and resources. That's where money is made. And sir, let me tell you, honor bought is more enjoyable than honor won, if a touch less permanent. You say you came alone, Taurus?
Not alone, but certainly without colleagues. I took passage aboard a British merchant's brig.
Ah.
Now's the time.
No. Not until we see the sage.
Here's a quiet spot. I'll see the money.
This is a portion of the ransom. The rest is close at hand.
It pains me to traffic someone of my own race for profit, Mr. Torres. Tell me again, what has this Roberts fellow done to upset you?
Is this some form of Protestant piety I'm not familiar with?
Perhaps another day.
What?
Next time, see to it that we are not followed. Deal with this!
You cocked up my kill, Kenway.
For a better cause. No! Jim, stop!
Not this time, Kenway.
Come on, man! We can work this together!
You had your chance.
Stay your blade, kid! Wait! Jim, stop!
Damn you old strats, keep your natty hands off me!
I can't let you kill those men, kid. Not until I found the sage.
I've been stalking that pig for a week now, charting his moves, and here I find not one but two of my targets, and you rob me of both.
Patience, man. You'll have your kills.
When I locate the sage, you're helping me take Prince. Got that?
Jim, hold off, for God's sake.
Edward, what the hell are you doing here?
I'm tailing these men to the sage. You hold off till he appears.
The sage is here.
Aye. And Prince is leading us straight to him.
All right, Jesus. Stay my way for a time, but not long.
Last warning. Did you bleed it in, eh?
I'll make short work of you. Time to give us the slip, maggot.
Jim, hold on, for God's sake.
Edward, what the hell are you doing here?
I'm tailing these men to the sage. And you hold off till he appears.
The sage is here.
Aye. And Prince is leading us straight to him.
All right, Jesus. Stay my way for a time, but
That's my last warning. Stop! You heard me. Don't you go nosing around here.
How long has it been since our last meeting, Senior Prince? A year?
Near 18 months. You first described this Roberts fellow to me in November of 1715.
Much has changed in that short time. None called me governor, for instance, for I quit that post last year.
I was not aware.
Come on, this is something. You'll break his head.
Jim, hold off, for God's sake.
What the hell are you doing here?
I'm tailing these men to the Sage. Can you hold off till he appears?
The Sage is here.
Aye. And Prince is leading us straight to him.
Think you're a little lad. Too much of the layer.
How long has it been since our last meeting, Senior Prince? A year?
Nearly 18 months. You first described this Robert fellow to me in November of 1715.
Ah, I see. Much has changed in that short time.
Fish in a barrel, mate.
Ah, I see. Much... short time, you know. None call me governor, for instance, for I quit that post last year.
Ah, I was not aware.
Bastards and mistakes!
Convert them! God knows, Forrest. That's not your so foolish, is that?